Board. Board games, board games, it's what I'm talking about. Board games, I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off this streaming with a little bit of singing. And over there, I'm going to say hello to Xate, hello, and maybe I've gotten rid of an echo. The echo was because I had myself on in another screen, but then I muted that, and so maybe that will mean that there is no more echo. Let me know if that's the case. If there is still an echo, then embarrassment is on my face. It's all green now, says Xate, and by that I assume Xate means it's gone. And this is now the show where we will stumble upon a robot who we will maybe also talk to. This seems pointless to comment. Sure, this is true, but surely anyone who was watching in the chat would already know about that. Oh, and I've added some custom commands. For example, when we type some plans, now Xate knows that everyone loves everyone, and the spot just nestles in the warm glow of the love like a sun. Board games, it's maybe what we're talking about, or if not, that's okay, but please do not shout. Hello, everyone, and I hope that you're all having a great day. Hello, Rob. Sorry. Hello, Rob. It is lovely to see you. And hello, Dina, who is joining from the train, presumably with the 3.5-year-old. I Yeah. There's only one reply, but it's not a command that Stream Elements has, but yeah, I can turn it on so that you can type exclamation mark and then something. And anyway, oh, I'm sorry, Xate, you're sad. Anyway, this is Friendly Friday Forum. I am Bez. Let's get to the show. I am Bez. We are blethering, possibly about board games, possibly about bath time. I mean, the bath time is normally relegated to the first, you know, one to this 1 minute section. But yeah, if you want to take a bath, you can go ahead. If you want to get in the bath again, well, it's already been done because I did it first. But you can do it too. It's okay. I guess it can be like a coming of age ritual for you. If you want to get in the bath, you have my permission. Anyway, coming up today is the Friendly Friday Forum, and I think I just wait. Oh, I meant to. Oh, sorry, I did. I double pasted. I'm sorry about that. There were just comments, and then I didn't see. Oh. So sorry for double pasting that. But if you want to join, then please feel free to join on video chat. If you don't want to join, then that is also okay. And I hope that everyone is having a wonderful day. And Dina, just find an In a Bind card in Dina's onesie. In a Bind Junior, I assume, with the kids next to them. And yeah, the robot is speaking a lot, or just because of the love commands. But yeah, before we get to the robot and just kind of start chatting to the robot and yep, seeing what it's all about. then maybe we can talk about recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. What games did you play? I think I know one of the games that Xate played last night with the Loserpalooza. It was Bricks, but I'll let you talk about all of that. I myself did not play any games yesterday. Oof. I did manage to get the cycling done, even though I really didn't want to get out of the house. So I went out and then I cycled somewhere and then I delivered some keys to someone that I had to deliver them to, and then I cycled back. So that was my achievement. I still have to sort out bank stuff and have to post stuff, but yeah, in a couple of hours, when I say in a couple of hours, at 2 p.m., I'm going to stop working for the weekend no matter what, because I have something that I'm looking forward to. I know it's not the time to talk about it yet, but I'm breaking all the rules because we're playing fast and loose, because it says coming up today, but it's already Friendly Friday Forum, because, so this changes everything right from the start. So yeah, Oh yeah, I've got a third date today. So yeah, that's exciting. And what else is the highlight? I cooked pok choi. That was good. I cooked some pok choi with some discounted lettuce. The lettuce was discounted to like 10 pence. So I was like, yeah, why not? Chuck that in, buy it, chuck it in. So it's pok choi with these noodles and couple of onions and lettuce, which is really unusual. And yeah, so thank you for sharing in my excitement. And Dina has been playing in a Bind Junior today and also playtested a game that Dina and the kiddo made. Congratulations. That sounds awesome. Jessica set up This War of Mine. This War of Wine. I assume you mean This War of Mine, although This War of Wine. Huh. I wonder if that would be a good game. Like, if you could have, were there, I'm sure there must have been historical battles about wine. Like a GMT game about abolition of alcohol or something. That would be quite a. But then you'd probably want to give it a different name than This War of Wine, because at that point people would think it was just a parody. But yeah, anyway, This War of Mine, ready for a game after work tonight. Yep, of course, This War of Mine. And I understand it's a typo, but Jess will also have a glass of wine with the game later. So it's This War of Mine with wine. Okay, I'm digging it. And yep, sometimes it's just nice to do a bit of a flight of fancy. And Xate did not play Bricks, was moderating for Quality Beast and Daniel during Loser's stream. Who's Daniel again? I can't remember Daniel. Should I know Daniel? Is Daniel the main person in charge of Quality Beast? I don't know who that is. The only Daniel I can think of is Daniel Dancer, and I don't believe I know that. Xate played the crew yesterday with Idol Michael, Ken, and someone else. Oh, very mysterious. Loved the game and loved the group. That sounds lots of fun. And hello, Rob. Lovely to have you properly. Rob has a coffee and a slice of minced meat stuffed shortbread. Oh, I just realised I don't have anything to drink today. That's sad times. I might actually take you all into the kitchen, although my laptop's on 11%. But yep, we might go on a wee journey. But that does sound mince meat stuffed shortbread. I have never heard of such a thing. Look, I love mince pies, especially when they've been in the oven for a bit. I decided that my ideal mince pie currently is 180 degrees, put it up in the oven face up with the foil around it for about 8 minutes, and then turn it over and put it face down with the foil off for about 4 minutes. That, I think, is my favorite way to warm up a mince pie, so 12 minutes total. Maybe our oven is a bit, even though it says 180, maybe it's not 180. I don't know. But yeah, minced meat inside shortbread. That does sound amazing. I am all over this. Yep, I agree, Xate. So, Dina's been using the number components from Da Vinci. I don't know Daniel. He's a German streamer. Well, I know German people. I know Daniel Danzer, but I don't know this Daniel. We'll agree on that. And no mystery, I just didn't know the fourth player. We called him Clown. Oh, hello, Richard. It's lovely to see you. And we're trying to kind of just keep it positive and sharing our recent highlights and what we've been up to. Maybe if you want to share like the last thing that you ate. Richard made Christmas trees last night with green icing and they look like snots. Are you talking about like little cookies? That sounds like lots of fun. And yep, that sounds amazing. And that is like gingerbread sugar cookies indeed. We found out. And Rob says it's basically like a mince pie, but it's also shortbread. What's not to like? Well, some people don't like raisins. Some people don't like sugar. But we can get along even if we don't. Even if we don't, how do I put this? Even if we don't agree about cuisine, even if you're a person who thinks, Bez, you should not be putting lettuce into ostensibly Chinese cuisine, that's a bastardization of this. I would agree, but like we talked to Calvin Wong's Saloon, when was it? Last Thursday? Like 8 days ago, when Calvin was saying this about Chinese food. Change it, change the pizza, change it, enjoy things how you want. And yeah, shortbread is like a hard pastry. It's butter, it's sugar and flour. And I think that's literally it, butter, sugar, and flour. Correct me if I'm wrong in chat. But yeah, that is what it's all about. And Rob puts it, well, a crumbly sweet pastry biscuit, the same thing as I am imagining. It's originated in Scotland. It's Patterson's and, all sorts of. Yeah, like it's weird because like you see all this shortbread with tartans on it, and then you think, why is it going on? Why is this all kinds of why is this all yeah? And apparently Clown chose the username. Xate is apparently really angry with Stream Elements. Come on, Xate, why are you so grumpy? Stream Elements is just trying to thank the moderators. Can you not appreciate the thanks? It's, thank you for doing a good job. It's not like anything bad. Why are you so angry? Come on, Xate. Oh, yeah, I do need to get water at some point. So, I think if anyone wants to share any recent highlights, achievements, then feel free to do so. This is a Friendly Friday forum. Just share whatever you want, literally. But let's get to the... Oh my gosh, Dina, typical Germans hating new technology. Okay, I mean, like, we know it's all in jest. We know Dina, we know Xate, but obviously, in all seriousness, if there's any Germans watching this after the fact who are unaware of the context, we are all friends here, and I do not, and I'm sure that Dina does not actually believe that Germans are in any way anti-technology or Luddites or anything like that. A bot on a loop doesn't make me feel special, says Xate. Well, the loop might be broken. It's maybe also the bot wouldn't. Why is the bot a he? I mean, if anything, the bot should be it. Also, it wouldn't let me do love. So meh. I mean, should oh my gosh, this is suicidal. 8-ball, should we delete stream elements? The 8-ball says, I think so. Anyway, honestly, I'm going to probably get rid of these loops or completely rewrite them or put them on like some obscenely long timer, like, I don't know, 300 minutes, something like that. And then, but look, how can you not appreciate this kind of comment, this kind of content? You know, Stream Elements is bringing us back to board games. Like, board games are brilliant. Safe surprises, safe learning, people, exercising our minds, capturing imaginations, and many other reasons. Why do you think board games are brilliant? Let us know. I do think that's okay. Anyway, one of my recent highlights was getting, I hope, the points system working. So I am just going to say hashtag add points all, and then let's do it a bonus 10 just for the sake of it. And why did that not work? Oh, I forgot the S at the end. But add points. So basically, there we go. And so, Xate, if you try to add points or set points, hopefully I'll add points to Dina, just because Dina is amazing. Valkyrie, Dina. Yeah, I'm going to add 100 points to Dina. There we go. Whoa. So last night I took away points from everyone else. Yeah, that feels kind of mean. Yeah, did I give Dina too many points? But basically, everyone is going to get points. I think it's something like 5 points for every 10 minutes you watch. So I can't change the timer. It's always 10 minutes, but it's always 5 points for everything. And yeah, so if we look at, so Richard, so if you type in exclamation mark points, it will say how many points you have. And the idea is that once I work out how to do more stuff with the robot, then over Christmas I'll get it to kind of be, okay, you can cash up things. Oh, you can't have a space, Richard. Were they Trojan points? Yeah, there we go. Richard has 10 points, and Rob has 15 points, and Dina has 150. Maybe that's too many. And yeah, the only issue is that if I do add to everyone, then it also adds it to all the robots who are in the background, unless I kind of put them on a block list, because it's like, hey, there's all these robots in the background who kind of watch the Twitch, but I don't really want to give them points, so maybe it should only be points for people who are actually commenting. So yeah, you know what? I'm going to give Xates a bunch of points as well. Add points retroactively. Will cook for board games 100. Yeah. Yes, there you go. So I can arbitrarily take points away. Absolutely. So I could do I could be really mean, and I could do this. I could do that. Boom. And then I could do that. And then I could be really annoying. So oh man, this is completely ridiculous. But yeah, this is what I've managed to do So this is my robot, and the robot is going to add points. And at some point down the line, the plan is that you'll be able to get virtual presents, by which I mean like dances and songs and stuff, or hula hooping. If people want to see me hula hooping whilst doing something. Oh, oh man. It says this game needs more game development. This is super cruel. Take that game not right for me. Oh wait, shit! I need. Pardon my language. I do actually really need to plug in because I'm on 1%. I think I will quit playing it. Goodbye, Stuff by Bez. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Bye bye. I'll come back for 777 points. No, you are not keeping me ransom. I am not giving you points just to be here. I've already given you 100 points just for being an amazing moderator. Anyway, yeah, exactly. That is mercenary. So yeah, I did not play test this at all. And so for anyone who's watching this on Facebook, for those who are watching this on Facebook or YouTube, or anyone who's watching this after the fact, basically this is my brand new robot. It's all based in Twitch. So if you want to get these Bezzy bonus points, then you get then go to Twitch and you will be getting Bezzy bonus points, which eventually you can trade for either virtual things to get performances, or you can eventually trade for physical things, which I'm planning to do probably to help me decide who to give stuff to when I leave the UK, but also to help me give stuff away maybe every 1st of August, because I hear that there's a date on 1st of August where I try to celebrate things. You can give points. So Xate, you can do ! give points and then user. So you can give points to Alex, but you can't just add points now. So seriously, Xate, if you try to ! add points, it should say something about your privileges or something. But yeah, so this is what I've been doing, and yeah, there's lots of messages. I've been basically adding points for Dina, Rob's been checking their points on their leaderboard, and Richard's on the leaderboard, and I arbitrarily added 100 points to Xate, and yeah, no one tested anything. And yep. So Richard released a video for Britannia. Congratulations. And yes, that is a game by Lewis Pulsifer. That was a game that I got given a very early edition of. I got it signed by Lewis Pulsifer. Does anyone want a signed copy of Britannia? It's a 2nd edition copy, 1st or 2nd. I think it's 1st edition. It's signed by Lewis Pulsifer, but no, in all seriousness, that I'm not. So, Britannia, I've still never played it. The truth is that much as there's a bit of prestige of, hey, this is the old edition, it's like, anyway, this is a thrilling bit of streaming, says Rob Harper. This needs more game development. Oh, yeah, we already had that. And hello, Michael. Hello, Michael. You will now get some points. I'm going to add some points for Michael. Let's see if I can do it from here. Add points. Idol Mikael. And let's add 50 points for Michael. Let's see if it works. Oh, wait. Oh, man. It didn't work because I didn't put the S on the end. I keep forgetting that S. And so let me try and do it again. I'm just going to see if I can do it from Streamer. So today's all about experimentation. Add points, Idol Michael. Apparently, I set Idol Michael's busy bonuses to 55. And the gamification of my love continues. Worst developed game to ever hit the internet. Oh. Yeah, you can't, and it's like mom playing favorites with her kids. Oh, sorry, I'll try and keep my mouth above the camera. You know, in all seriousness, I try and keep my mouth above the camera because Dina made me aware that, you know, lip reading is a thing, so I should. This is what all streams will be from now on, just me arbitrarily adding and subtracting points. Oh, there we go. Dina is brilliant. Thank you for giving us your knowledge and being so insightful, informative, and bustling with energy. Yeah. Yep. You don't have... See, Alex, you don't have the permission. I took away your permission. See, Alex trying to just give points to themselves. That's not how it works. Yep. So now I can just remove points and add points. This is amazing. So I can just do negative points. You know what? I'm going to say that Richard said some insight and some insightful things. But yeah. But yeah, look, I feel like that's enough chatter about the points. So let's talk about brilliant thing. What's little thing which is brilliant? As Bez looks around the room and looks for a thing that Bez has not already talked about. I've already talked about books, and I've already talked about games and boxes and cards, and have I talked about little plastic resealable things? I don't think I've talked about resealable things. I'm going to talk about resealability. Like, sometimes you get little packets of stuff. Like, here's a little packet of things, and then you open it, and then, sorry, this is going to crackle, but, you know, once you open that packet, that's it. It's done. It's single use. What's up with that? That's, you know, terrible for the environment. Whereas, if I grab this, for example, you know, like just resealable technology, and you can use these for so many purposes. You can use them for stickers, you can use them for game pieces, you could use them to keep business cards together, you could use them in a pinch. If you don't have a box, you could use a deck of cards in them. Maybe the box is really rubbish and the box is falling apart, I don't know. But resealability, I guess kind of tops for bottles is kind of an extension of resealability. It's kind of, because resealability, it allows you to reuse things. And so, yeah, the tops on bottles, not the bottle itself, but the fact that you have a screw top, unlike a wine bottle where it's like, okay, poop a cork, unless you've got the screwy wine bottles, of course, that's a separate matter. But my brilliant thing today, I want to talk about resealability. Yes. And resealable stuff. Bondage tape. I'm not sure you... Yep. Okay, I don't... Yep. Yeah. Anyway, carrying people, talk about resealability. I'll try and catch up with the comments. Rob suggested that we need Aquasulis points, and Rob is not impressed with these points. Neither is Xate. Rob has 390 Aquasulis points. Oh. Lip reading is super helpful to Dina. And thanks, Alex, says Rob. Giving everyone Aquasulis points since 2020. Hey, I was here first. I was giving people points first. How many do I have? No. Rob has 421 Xate points. Oof. Nice. And apparently kids are running around. Well, one of the kids is running around on a train in a Cookie Monster outfit while numbing on cookies. That sounds pretty awesome. And I mean, if you're bondage tape, are you talking about that Hugo's amazing tape where it's kind of self-adhesive? You're talking about that stuff, right? Because I mean, if I'm being honest, bondage tape within the realms, that's not something I'm super familiar with. Um, Jess says that their brilliant thing, they've raised €1,600 for a children's charity, getting them laptops so they can study during the pandemic by hosting free sessions of reindeer games, corporate holiday parties. That sounds cool. So the corporations were donating for the children's charity rather than giving to the companies. That's awesome. Nice. Do. Seriously, Bez, it's for perfect for bundling cards together. It has a 10-meter roll for it for traveling with games and securing cards. Bondage tape is a standard board game sealing technology. Seriously, is this the self-adhesive thing? And Sate asks why they had to. Oh, maybe it's because Rob isn't a VIP, so Rob doesn't get thinking. Maybe that's why Rob wasn't able to say it. Michael is indeed a powerful entity. Okay, so it is also called Hugo's Amazing Tape. We're talking about the same thing because I think that Hugo's Amazing Tape was a thing that was branded for board games. Hugo's is super expensive. The £2 rolls from a sex shop work fine for board game needs. So there you go. And Rob wants to congratulate Jessica. Just come to Twitch and then you can see all the things. And you're getting all these amazing compliments. That's normally I would not share, but it is Friendly Friday forum, so I'll make sure that's everyone's saying, well done, Jess. So yeah. So the Cookie Monster's needing attention, and I can picture Dina off to the races to try and, get hold of the Cookie Monster. And wait, what sort of race? So it's electrostatic, so it's science keeping it together. Science for the win. Electrostatic tape for the win. But, okay, so yeah, sure, we'll allow this kind of tape as a resealable thing. We'll count these sorts of bags as a resealable thing. We'll count screw tops as a resealable thing, I guess. Just basically things that are reusable and resealable, because come on, publishers, seriously. And I'm not going to name names, but please stop putting all your components into those little bags that need to be broken open and then just thrown away. That feels so wasteful and sad. I mean, it would be so much better if you were to put them in little baggies maybe, and then people can reuse those baggies, because people will reuse those baggies, I believe. Especially if, you started off by getting a whole bunch of coins in them. I've seen these in games and it's just incredibly sad. I'm trying to remember how I got my little scythe. I do have a video of that somewhere. I opened it at some point on camera. Yeah. And anyway, so Nicholas, hello, Nicholas. We're just talking about resealable things, and we're talking about robots, and we're talking about board games, and you can share whatever brilliant thing you've got. So, our brilliant thing is resealable things, and thank you so much to those people who actually make things reusable, resealable. Stop putting single-use plastic into your games, please. Thank you very much. That has been the end of my thing. So now let's go to the questionably quick questions. And I will carry on this bit for 4 minutes, or until I run out of questions, whichever happens later. Okay, so first question I'm asking myself is, what time is it and where am I? Going back, Nicholas says, maybe the baggies have to be filled by hand and the others are packaged by machine. That might be a cost thing. Better avoided, but yes. I don't know, might be a factor. That is completely true. But this is the case where we should be paying extra to avoid polluting the environment. That's my belief. Now, I'm not going to say that whoever doesn't do this is evil, because, I feel like these days, like, too often, too often we are ostracizing people just because there's, I'm going to kind of, yeah, Richard, I don't want to get stuck too much into this, even though we did have a chat a while back. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with what you were saying this morning, Richard, where it's like too often, we see someone that disagrees with us a little bit, and then rather than talk to them, try to educate them, try to kind of work out, okay, how can we find common ground? How can we work together? Because we all probably want to do very similar things. We just have like very marginally different values. So then, it would be nice if, but instead people are like, hey, it's not my job to educate. I don't have the energy. And that's fair. But then they not only do that, but then sometimes those people are blocked or ostracized, which is not great. Anyway, but yes, it would be better. Sate's points can be used to have Sate put your enemies into a timeout, unless they are mods, like stream. I mean, Xate. I do love you. Like, I mean, everything here, this is completely true. And yeah, like, I might, yeah, like, it's kind of the bot talking, but yeah, obviously I was the one who wrote it. But yeah, it's all, I do think that you are all brilliant. You are brilliant. And so, yep, no one has any questionably quick questions for me. The time and place I am in is 10:38 UK, London, north of Finsbury Park. If anyone wants to ask me anything, but please don't ask me. Let's keep, where the line is. Like, let's not be vulgar. Let's not ask, about. Let's not hammer me with all sorts of personal questions, but yeah. Ask your question. Wait, where was Rob? Oh, that was a question for me. Sorry. Ian of Unpopular Mechanics. Oh, this is the Ian. Oh yeah, on Twitter is starting a board game sustainability project. I've not seen that. That's awesome. Okay, so let me answer Rob's thing. As far as I can tell, I don't understand how you earn them, and I'm not sure how many I have of either. It feels very arbitrary. It feels like, yeah. I don't know. I would like, for me, I kind of feel like they're pretty equal, but I feel like, Xate feels more like a force of chaos. Okay, so like if I had to put Xate and Aquasilus on the chaotic, good, evil, I would say that Alex is definitely more lawful than Xate. I don't know about good or, and the whole notion of good or evil in the D&D kind of dichotomy is kind of messed up anyway. But from my own values, I'd say they're pretty similarly good people. But so getting back to the point, because Alex's points feel like they would be less likely to be taken away, I feel like I would rather have those points, because I could imagine saying, okay, you've got 1,000 points. Oh no, you have 0, just to mess with me. And look, everyone who watches a stream is going to have 60 points by the end of it. Every single stream, if you watch my stream, you will be getting 60 points. And it's possible that, yeah, you'll be getting points just for being in chats. And like, feedback is welcome about if it is annoying people. Yep, I get this. But Alex suggests that lawful evil versus chaotic evil. Come on, you have points equal to like what you're doing. Okay. Action grants Rob an extra 100 Xate points. Okay. Would I like to see a wild giraffe? Yeah. I mean, I assume you're not saying on the screen, but in real life, absolutely, giraffes are brilliant. I love their markings and, the way, like, they gallop and, like, their long necks. It's, like, such a crazy, otherworldly animal. It's really cool. I'm all about that. Also, I won't mention chocolate shenanigans now because Aqua is here, but if I did, I'd say I think I did my bestest, most complicated work yesterday. And, yep. So, that is all the questionably quick questions. Wow. No one had any questions about games or pigeons or flying or superpowers or anything. Fair enough. Okay. I guess... let's see. How has a typical day been for you like recently? Let me know what you have been up to. I have personally been streaming and then trying to get some work done, feeling guilty about getting it done, struggling to go outside. Yeah, and doing a bunch of social media stuff. And then at 6 o'clock, kind of giving up and being like, okay, this is it. And yeah, that's been pretty much my days. So all of Xate's questions are about points and commands. Well, ask them. What about wild okapis? Hell, I mean, is it not family friendly to say? I said it's PG-13, so like, heck yeah. I would like to see wild okapis. I'd love to see all the animals. I'd love to go underwater and see those animals. I'd love to go to all the countries and see the animals. I'd love to go to, I mean, when I'm in Thailand, kind of go around to different places and like just see what I see. Like so many animals, kind of do all that. If I could make a game about wild okapis with superpowers, well, wow, that's a big question. That's a big question. Wow. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's only one way to find this out. And that one way would be to start making a game. I mean, is that what I'm asking? Because if you want me to start making a game, you can spend all your points and I will start making a game for the next for 10 minutes. I'll do that. Inspired by Michael. And I'm going to... Can I... Maybe I'll make myself smaller while I go to the kitchen. And we'll cook. Do you have Xates? Do you have anything fun to show us on your Instagram? Oh yeah, that's a lovely Okay, that's a bit too much of a hint. Although, yeah, I'm going to show your sprues and we will let people talk about sprues for just a minute. And I'm going to share Xate's screen for just a moment while I go to get some water. Okay. So, Nicholas, I don't know how many points you have. So you type exclamation mark points, and then it will show you how many points you have. I have no idea how many points you have. Probably about 5 or 10 by now. You get points basically by watching. It's basically exactly like channel points. But yep. So and so let me get rid of this banner. So yeah, we've got something that I'm fairly sure that I know what this is all about. Does anyone else know? And here's a lovely thing post from a wee bit ago when Xates was all about the robot sea strainer that I believe that Calvin Wong Saloon had. And yeah, this is such a cute robot with the L deck for scale. Just a sec. Boom. Filling up water. That's what it's all about, because water is another brilliant thing. And yeah, this is like food porn to make us envy, like something that. And yeah, this and such a lovely memory, riding bikes alone. And I've no idea what's happening here, but it's cool. And these are some decrypto pictures, apparently. Decrypto clue. I've no idea what this word was. Maybe rose or flower or army or squadron, something of that sort. This is an interesting one. Anyway, that is that. So, points. You have 5 Bezzy points. Rob has 30 Bezzy points. So, yeah, I did show today's Instagram. This is today's Instagram. Oh wait, is it because I've not refreshed? There we go. Up. Yep, something of there. Okay. There you go. Okay. Something about 4 Weird Sisters. So go and check that out if you're into crafting things. It just does. I mean, it doesn't show the time. I mean, it doesn't say when it is. It's 1 to 4 p.m. when? 7 to 10 when? I mean, it's. If I look on your Twitter, so if you're doing something on Instagram, you do need to make sure, people, that all the text is in the square, because otherwise you need to know the time zones, because otherwise it's a bit so I understand sometimes you might not have energy to Okay. Sate, well, come on here and talk about it, or let me know. I mean, you're invited to join in. But apparently there's a thing. Play along as we create crafts based on the theme of a board game. Be part of the chat and help choose the sabotages we will have to endure. And there we go. 1 to 4 p.m. EST, 7 to 10 Central Eastern Time. So I think that's about 6 to 10. So that's a thing tomorrow. If that sounds like fun to you, then check out Four Weird Sisters. That. So who's that? Let us know what's going on. Sate is moderating on camera and hosting. So are you one of the Four Weird Sisters? Seriously, Sate, if you want to chat more about it, you are welcome, but do come on to camera. Oh, it's Sate, Duchess, Runa, and Dee. Not sure who that is, but that sounds good. Yep, it does sound fun indeed. Aw, so love. So, yeah, I'm going to say that what would be a reasonable point for getting someone to make a getting me to make a thing? I should probably do I need to put in the overhead camera and show my notes? Shall I show my notes? And get okay. So let's say I will deduct some number of points and I'll work out what the number of points are. But because I've not worked out the number of points, it will be whatever number of points Nicholas has. So we're going to do a game based on Wild Acapes. I can't remember, was it in space? I have no idea what's going on. And I will do it Michael style with a notebook. And so I'm going to do some live game design, I guess. We'll see what happens. Do. So the restriction is that there's no space. I'm not allowed to do space. Am I allowed to do fun fairs? Am I allowed to do clowns? Like clown okapis? That might be interesting. Wild okapis with superpowers. Oh, that was what Nicholas wanted. It's not going to be a good game, but it will be an idea for a game. Okay. It's all. So let me share this link and in case anyone wants to join, I will share it in here. In case anyone wants a random leather, and let me see. I am just not as organized as Michael. This is the situation. I do apologize, but I am getting my phone involved. And so, oh, you know what's happened to me recently? I was charged, I found out that customs for some stuff that I thought I was going to just be getting a bunch of cheap games, I had to pay £25, and then it was sent to a collection agency by FedEx, and it was definitely legitimately them. Because anyway, but come on, turn that. And yeah, so apparently now I owe £65, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. And yeah, Stream Elements, that is correct. If people would like to join in on camera, whether today or another day, let me know. And if it's today, it's just okay, do whatever you want. If it's another day, then, you know, look up the things. And Rob is joining me tomorrow. So, let's see what happened. Whoops. Need to plug in the terrible headphones that are just here to stop the echo. And then I need to mute it. You look, it's like I'm videoing myself, and now it's starting. It's kind of cool. Okay. If that's not low enough. Yeah, I'm really not as organized as Michael. Okay, add to stream. Okay. Unexpected costs suck. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering whether I should even pay, because, I mean, worst case scenario, it's bad credits and I'd never order again from FedEx, but I don't think that FedEx is... yeah. Yeah, lots of hugs. Anyway, let me put on some sort of timer. Okay. I can't use my phone because I've got my phone here as the camera. And so let me say I'm going to do it until I hit 11:05 UK time, so for 7 minutes. Okay, so wild okapes with superpowers. Okay, let me look up. First thing I'm going to do is look up wild okapes on Wikipedia. I'm thinking, okay, Wikipedia okape. What's... okay, it's the loneliest giraffe, forest giraffes, zebra giraffes. I mean, their necks clearly aren't as... so what kinds of superpowers would they have? Or maybe they're invisibility, because that's clearly something they're all about. Maybe it's about changing their color. Maybe it's about stretching, because maybe they want their necks to be longer, like a giraffe's neck is. And maybe, despite the vast difference in neck length, the okapi and the giraffe both have 7 vertebrae, as do all mammals, except for manatees and sloths. There you go, information from Wikipedia. Okay, so what kind of mechanisms, what kind of game would this be? Okay, so we've got... I'm just kind of going to squiggle things to kind of use up time until I have some idea what I'm doing. This means absolutely nothing. And yeah, stripy bots is definitely a superpower. Okay, they live in forests. So let me... and then maybe they can stretch. Maybe they can climb trees, tree climbing. Maybe this is it. Maybe they can invisibility, I said that. And maybe they can... they have to fight crime. Or do they? It feels like maybe they just really want to go take over... maybe they just want to take over more of the forest. Maybe they want to expand into different areas. I mean, is there crime in the forest? Is there forest crime? Yeah, maybe like those raccoons. I don't know, maybe the bears are stealing their picnic baskets. Yeah, okay. So yeah, this feels like a good thing. Okay, so there's a forest ranger. Um, forest. Um, Nicholas mentions with stretching and invisibility, then you'd have firing and can we have some puns for Okapis? What kinds of so let me look up Okapis again. Okay, what's going on? Hooves? What like people don't know enough about Okapis. Like if I'm having to look it up, like how could that even be a pun? I mean, they do have hooves, don't they? Because Doctor Hoove, um, and they've got fur. Like they could be the first fathers. This is really terrible puns. Why am I coming up with puns? That's anyway. The point is, so maybe the okapis are all about. Okay, maybe it's all about the picnic baskets. Maybe you have to get the picnic baskets back to the people, or maybe I feel like I really want to make a game about. I guess the truth is that would depend when I make the game. And like right now, I'm feeling like I want to make a game about area control, like going out, and then you've got okay, maybe you've got these cards, and then it's like a story focus game. It's like I feel like there's something to learn about Okapis, and then it says okay, these are your superpowers, and if you want to do this, then you go um maybe like instead of like a choose your adventure book, it's like got one card system that you're kind of playing through, but then that's what guides the story, but you kind of choose your own numbers of these cards, and then separately you've got this board which is your cappies, and they're trying to you've got little Okapi tokens. Um, this is an Okapi token. It doesn't look like it, and it's probably too small at this point, but I promise this is an Okapi token. And apparently, Sate had monkeys stealing bananas once when I lived in South Africa. It's a monkey chain gang. Okapi aren't expansionists. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad that you've got your. I'm happy that you're here to keep me. Okay, in that case, I wouldn't make that sort of game. I would respect the nature of the Okapi. I'd be thinking, okay, the Okapi, we want to feel what is the Okapi all about? What drives the Okapi? What is the Okapi wanting to do? What, I mean, what is, okay, Okapi with superpowers. What drives an Okapi? I mean, yeah. What drives an Okapi? I don't know. I would have to do research into this. Does major threats include habitats lost due to logging and human settlements? Okay, maybe they have to stop the logging. I like this. Okay, boom. We've got the motivation. Now we need the means. So how do they stop the logging? Maybe they stop the logging by kind of sabotaging human tractors, maybe, or kind of like throwing sugar into the machines. I don't know. Apparently, there was the monkey chain gang. One was on the fridge throwing bananas, to a monkey on the sofa, to one on the fence, well, to one on the window, to one on the fence, to one on the tree, and then they can. Yep, Okapi can steal the vehicles. Okay, getting back to Okapi. Let's not get distracted by these monkeys. Okay, and so the Okapi stop loggers. That's what we're doing. We're going to stop the people. We're going to say maybe it's all about changing people's opinions. Maybe it's all about trying to run a public awareness campaign and being like, hey, for goodness sake, please don't do these things. Yeah, it could be like Spirit's Island, the Okapining, Okapi joyriding in a bulldozer. I mean, would I want to make that? I mean, this feels like a serious issue. Like, maybe I wouldn't want to make a game about. But again, like still no idea what the mechanics would be like. I mean, probably there would be cards because cards are just immensely useful. I know that Martin Wallace was really good at not using cards, but yeah. So how maybe these cards are your Okapi, and then you stretch, and then you put points into. It's like maybe it's a deck builder. Okay, this is a bit weird, but hang on with me. So your deck builder is your Okapi. So you have like multiple decks, and each deck is an Okapi. So it's like you have a team of 4 Okapi. And it's like, okay, do things with this Okapi, do things with this Okapi. Okay. And for each Okapi, okay, if you've got stretchy powers, then that allows you extra points against things that are like this. Okay, if you've got extra strength, then maybe you're better at tearing down those bulldozers. If you are extra invisible, maybe you can sneak up behind people. And yeah, exactly. So you're kind of mutating yourself, and then the superpowers go into the deck, but it's like your each Okapi starts off maybe like a basic Okapi, but then it's like boom, superpower injection in your face. Okay. Yeah, that okay, cool. We're on board. So yeah, I said I would do it for about 5 minutes, so I think that's it. I'm going to we're not going into this forest. Ghost of Baggy is there. Oh my gosh, it could be like all about terror. Oh, have you played the game by Tinkerbot Games, the Ghostel, I think it's called. I'm just going to get rid of that. But yeah, scare people. This is Okapi country. Yeah, so I think that is possibly a game that I might start working on. Maybe you've got like these decks, and maybe with these decks you're trying to overcome certain things, and then there's there's kind of challenges which you don't have to do. So there's a story deck, and if you manage to in the story deck, so there would be a separate story deck, and there would be like so there's little decks for each of the Okapis, and then there's a story deck for, hey, this is what's happening. Now you could do it this way, or you could do it this way. And if you do it this way, then turn to this other page, if you and so forth. And maybe that story deck should really be a book. So it would be a choose your own adventure deck building game. That's what I would make. Yeah, I think this could be cool. Choose your own adventure deck building game. I think that would be fairly, yeah, pushing things forward. Where's my water? Pushing things forward a little bit. And yep, let me see, out of curiosity, exclamation mark points, Nicolas Strakia. So add points, Nicolas Strakia, minus 15. Okay, so that's kind of like at some point I'm going to work out exactly how much stuff costs, but that's basically the way it's currently working. I hope that makes some kind of sense with the point system. It sounds like a light and daft game with a serious background. Do I know anyone from Central Africa who could advise on issues? No, I don't. I know some people from Nigeria, but yeah, I don't know anyone from I could, you know, those people who run the Butterfly Project. I don't know where that is. And yes, it is kind of arbitrary, but channel points generally are. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, basically with the points, if you think I'll write at some point today, is that a thing that you would like me to surprise game jam? And do I not have a thing in the Discord chat already for I actually quit Discord this morning just so I wouldn't hear all the notifications, but do I not have something already for design chat? Yeah, design chat. Yep, if I'm going to say that if two people ask for something, I will do it. I will strongly consider doing it. But yeah. So yeah, game jam, hula hooping, singing, and of course actual games. You know, Saints, you aren't going to love these Bez bucks once they get you all the games that you want. Cause yeah. That's the way it's going to work. It's like at some point. I mean, our other butterfly project is in Uganda, which borders DR Congo, so not far off. I mean, I'm already lending you those games, but maybe you get to keep them for anyway forever. But yeah, what? So honestly, I'm sorry about the way this stream is going. It feels like I'm making people sad, and that's not what I want. I will probably turn off the starting notification because that. Speaking about the robots, I will turn off the starting notification. That feels completely pointless. I will keep the notifications if people follow, because it'll be nice to know, okay, people are following, and oh, I get 7 Xate points. Yay. The points is funny, says Rob. So, for the rest of today, let me know what you would like to see for the next 20 minutes, and if I am willing to do it, then I will ascribe an arbitrary number of points to how much it costs. And yeah. So for just the game jam, I mean, 15 minutes is like for yeah. Yeah, would you like to see hula hooping? Would you like to see songs about you? Would you like what's the exchange rates between Sate points, Aqua points, and Bez points? I mean, as far as I can tell, Bezzy bonus points are the ones with a stable economy. I mean, but I'm happy to have gotten my 7 Xate points, but I don't understand why or in what measure. Whereas, I mean, I guess, yeah, leaderboard, is that how I do it? Check out the thing. Okay, so I need to go to a new window. And if we check out the leaderboard, okay, so I do actually need to get rid of these things. Okay, let me, I can't, going to share my profile. So, yeah, apparently Xate is in the lead because Xate has been watching for a while and Dina's second, and yep, then it goes into the bots. Man, that's not cool. I'll change these things later on because these people that I don't recognize, I'm going to change them so they don't get stuff. But hey, J Guard, hey, has some points. And Alan, so yep. That's it. And oh, Game Freak Girl is here. And anyway, so that's the points. And did Monique just come in? Oh, I guess Monique must have popped in for like 5 minutes. I'm laughing at Xate's response to this. Stream Element says, I basically always appreciate and enjoy feedback. I almost crave it. To which Xate says, that is called an addiction. I see what you're saying. So, when did the points count start? It started this morning, but I also... Okay, so it kind of started yesterday, but then yesterday I didn't realize that... so the timer thing wasn't working yesterday, and then the moderators worked out that they could just add points and set points willy-nilly, and yeah, I then last night I kind of set everyone's points to 0. Then I added points to Alan, Alex, and Xate for being in chat. And yeah, so basically right now, if you're in the thing, you will just be able to get the points. We couldn't add points yesterday, just... No, you were adding points. Sorry, Ryder. My French isn't quite good enough. If you could say that in English, I would appreciate that. And Nicholas was surprised to have only 5. Yep, it only started. So it's like my big thing. I set up the robots yesterday. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess my French is good enough, but I'm just quite confused. So, yeah. I'm just going to get up Google Translate so that, because, again... Yeah, I think that was appropriate. Thank you, Xate. I think that if you're saying that I look too much like whatever, then unfortunately sometimes there are trolls, and sometimes I'm going to... Yeah. And yeah, this is... Okay, I'm just not going to respond. Okay, boom. So I think, as much as I don't want to leave this here, this is a board game stream where we chat about board games, and it's not really about how I look or how other people look. The point is to chat about board games and what board games have we been enjoying. You know what? Because it's a friendly Friday forum, I might quickly show off... Yeah, I think at this point, it unless anyone has anything more to say, I am going to wind down anyway because I was thinking of that. And so, yep, if you do want to comment, ask questions from like follow, please do that. But please do it in a respectful manner. And B, if you are going to talk about sensitive topics, please be aware that these are sensitive topics and do so in a sensitive manner, and please do so in English because that is the language of the stream. If you want to join my Discord, join that Discord. If you want to find me, I'm stuffbabez.com, stuffbabez.bigcartel.com, twitter.com/stuffbabez, instagram.com/stuffbabez, twitch.tv/stuffbabez, youtube.com/c/stuffbabez for the old episodes, stuffbabez.com/discord, and yep, those are all my links. And yep, I think that so let me check mod view. Were they banned? Because I can't tell that from StreamYard. Just okay, so that person was. Yep. Thank you. Okay, good moderator. Okay, cool. Well, I honestly don't have anything more to share. So I guess at this point, I want to say thank you everyone for joining me. Thank everyone who's been respectful. And now, as we start to wind up for the next half hour, I say over to you. What are you up to? You can share anything if you want to. And obviously, this is all respectful stuff, but is there anything that you're looking forward to? Do you have any hopes or ambitions? Do you want to share anything exciting, trivial, important, or just fun? And so, please let me know what you would like to share. And so, yeah, if you want to share things in a respectful manner, if you want to share anything that you're looking forward to, I'm going to aim to eat something, to post something, to write up the descriptions of my streams for the next week so that Chris can put them up and get that all sorted. And then I'm going to head out. And yep, thank you very much. It was Nicholas enjoyed the okapying. Nicholas will be spending the day at home with fiance and going to be cooking stuff. That sounds lovely. Oh, Sate wants to share that they used their sword to defend friends. Playtesting this afternoon, doing a stream thing tomorrow. Would that happen to be on this very channel? And also working on a new Take That game a bit. That sounds fun. Take That game. Is it channel points? I never actually took away anyone's points except for like last night. I'm not going to be taking away people's points unless they are, unless it's something that you would actually be banned for or get stuff deleted for. I'm not going to be taking away points unless it's okay, what would you like to do? Have me do something that seems fun. You can ask me to do a hula hoop, or you want to see me touch my feet while a hula hoop? I can do that. I mean, I do actually lift my foot, just to clarify. I don't bend over and touch my foot. I lift my foot and touch my foot. But I'm still fairly chuffed with the fact that I can do that. So, yeah, I mean, what it turns out is I just want to sometimes have people chuck in suggestions and say, yeah, if you've got ideas for what my points should do, then let me know in the Discord again or right now. Hopefully, Nicholas will be playing some games, maybe Wingspan. What license? License? Did you get? Ooh. Ooh, is this some secret information? Okay. Alex wants a shiny mark in a trading card game. Anyway, so for my next streams, look at stuffbybez.com/streams. Feel free to share, spread the word. I am going to see who else is doing stuff right now. And if you are on Twitch, then maybe there's someone doing piano, trumpet, funny songs, apparently. Sounds quite good. Drop time's a couple of hours. Hopefully they'll be up for a wee bit longer. So, yep. If you're on Twitch, I'm going to suggest we go and raid them. And, yeah. Talking about Take That. Oh, I get it. Man. Yep. The Robbie has been removed from the deck. Mark isn't. Okay, I guess Mark is one of the Take That people. And let me check with the things. Nah. I think the people who've been an arse have the people who've been an arse have gone off. Everyone else, it's just people who are generally around here. The funniest jokes you are always the ones you have to explain, says Alex. Maybe so, maybe not. But I will say that for now, lots of love. I hope you enjoy the point system. And I am going to check the leaderboard again. It seems like yeah, the points are working. Everyone is getting points, and Nicholas has gotten 9 points since 10 points even. So basically, if you have not a multiple of 5, that is very special. So yeah, because I had to explain the point system. So sure, it's a funny joke. Can someone actually try exclamation mark give points? So if someone could try exclamation mark give points before we finish up, I will even give you back whatever points you give to someone else. But I would like to check if that command works. So it's exclamation mark give points. Oh, awesome. Thank you very much. Add points will cook for board games free. So thank you for testing that. So now there's not going to be more arbitrary This is it. Yeah, I'm not going to be. Yeah, you're going to be. I'm going to set some numbers, and there's not going to be more things. You also need a number afterwards. Oh, give point. Ah, cool. I don't think you can. Give me points. Says we're not wizards. Oh, you know. Okay, this is the last. This is the last time I'm. Okay, anyone who wants points, if you if you ask for it. Oh man, that's almost rubbing it in. Rob giving 1 point to Richard. Oh my gosh. I'm just curious as to checking the leaderboard again. I need to get rid of these casino thanks command. Yep, these let's at a certain let me okay. Actually, should I just sort it out right now before I finish up? Because I think I might be able to essentially ban people from the dashboard right now. Why is it not showing stuff? Dashboard, and then I can set it somewhere where it kind of doesn't, where it ignores people. Loyalty settings, people to ignore. Okay, press enter to submit. So who are we ignoring? Song list bot. That is not. And honestly, this is what the rest are. Song list bot. That we're going to ignore song list bot. And we're going to ignore whoever this. And I probably should do set points. This is super exciting stuff, isn't it? Watching me set. So yeah, this is me setting up the stream, and it's actually. Oh, hello, Fry! Oh my gosh, did I just get raided by? Oh, Fry, It's lovely to see you. So Fry is like a musician who plays amazing music, but no, it's lovely to see you here, and it's yeah. So Fry is from Iceland and plays amazing piano and sings, and so yeah. Thank you for popping in, Fry. This is a really weird thing because I've basically just managed to get my point system working from the stream elements, and it's lovely to see you. And I hope you're having a good day. Today we're basically just it's just a chat because 6 days a week I actually chat relating to board games, and then on Fridays it's just a okay, what are we all about, and yeah, how are we doing, what have you been up to, what have you been enjoying, and yeah, I hope that you're having a good time generally. Okay, so let's go down the thing to all the people that all the robots that are in the thing. I mean, I set points. So I did set up a song list bot because I was thinking when I go up to Glasgow, I might play some songs. Like I might have some. Yeah, I need to set song list bots as a VIP. So I need to set up a song list, but yeah, I might I might even do like song lists. I'll say, yeah, we'll sing a song and then we'll play a stream. I have no song list, Bez. How can we choose songs? Oh, been caught. But yeah, this is really easy. I've been honestly really impressed by Stream Elements. Wait a minute, why is that not adding? Oh, there we go. I had to press enter. You see, this is how technically inept I am. So Stream Elements, you do have to trust it, but yeah, it's really easy. And then you've got robots, and you can make it send messages. And I'm thinking I might make it send messages about reasons why games are brilliant, but then have them on a really long timer. Like I'm thinking 300 minutes, because then I shouldn't trust bots. Why shouldn't I trust bots? What do you have against robots? Robots can make our life easier. I mean, yeah, robots are good as long as they're programmed by good people, I think. So, yeah, Xate says they're going to take over the world. I don't see that happening. Especially when we can just type things, and ultimately robots are all about what we want them to do, aren't they? And it's just a case of saying, hey, robot, do this thing, please. And Alex says, be nice to the robots in case they... Is Aiton actually an actual person? I'm going to check on Twitch, twitch.tv/Aiton. Whoops. I mean, is Aiton an actual person, or are they a robot? Let's see. If anyone actually cares about these points, and they can tell me personally. And I'm just going to be a bit... I'm going to assume that anyone whose name I don't recognize on this list is not a real person. Saddest Kitty, I keep seeing that. Is that a real person? I mean, it's weird how many people you get on Twitch who just kind of pop into the things. It's like they're bots. Maybe they're wanting to do channel points. Okay, this... I'm going to assume that's... Again, saddest Kitty, if I'm making you sad, if, you do want these... How do you know? I mean, you're clearly better at distinguishing robots from humans than me, but how do you know that saddest Kitty is a robot? Maybe they're browsing channels. Hello, fellow humans, it is I, Nicholas. Good. Insert current time. Oh, I love that, because I see them in multiple channels and offline channels a lot. Saddest Kitty is everywhere, literally. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is really sad times. Saddest Kitty. Oh man, I should... Next Friday, I'm going to show you all my... Wait a minute, I hope it... Off! Damn, it didn't save. That is really, really... I needed to press the save button. That is sad times. Okay, in that case, I need to... Okay, let me start again. And set point. I should have really asked... I really should have changed Xate's Stream Elements privileges after this, but then I'm asking Xate to type, and that's not fair, because I'm aware that sometimes typing is hard on Sate's hand, so I should be the one to type this stuff. And I just apologize for you hearing me typing a lot, but I'm going to go through and yeah, let's start from the top again. And it just might be that I've got to do this. So Abbott Costello, I'm fairly sure this is a bot. What are all these bots about? I mean, I don't understand why. Hey, Kita is following. Thank you, Kita. Lovely to see you, and I hope you're a real human. And if you're a real human, then hello and have a good stay. It means you're ugly. What? No, it doesn't mean you're ugly. What are you talking about? So that's. I'm sure you're a wonderful person, and it shouldn't. Nothing should be about how people look physically. I mean, seriously, the way we look physically, it should not even matter. And it's kind of messed up that this is the world we live in, where people focus so much on, the way we look externally and how people treat us so differently based on how we dress or how we and make so many weird assumptions. So yeah. So today, let's talk about streaming. Let's talk about the nature of streaming. Let's just keep it respectful. Cause, yeah. Silly gnome. Silly gnome. Well, stop being silly. Yeah, let's talk about points. And you can talk about whatever Stream Elements is saying. Exercise is brilliant. I kind of agree with this. That, yeah, exercising our minds, it's not always about our physical body. But, yeah, exercising our whatever we want. This does seem like a lot of work. Yeah, it is. But I don't want to have these robots on this list. But I do notice that it is basically always the same robots. So, once I've gone through it, hopefully, who cares if the bots have points? They can't use them, says Xate. Nah, I want to kind of have a list that allows me to be like, oh, this is who's watching, and this is who's been watching, and kind of be like, yeah, these are actually real people. So now it's like, okay, who is on the list? Hey, now Xate, Dina, Alex, Michael, Richard, Rob, Jay Foolsguard, Nicholas, Alan, because I gave Alan some points yesterday. Me, because why do I have points? Ross has some points. Why should I think the problem with Stream Elements is that I added points to Stream Elements, but Stream Elements can have some points. Saddest Kitsy, let's just ignore them. And just in case a bot comes up and then it's like, hey, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing loads of times, and that feels like it might be annoying. Although, you know, if people redeem something, I guess I do always have the option just to say, no, that's not cool. I'm not going to do that. So we do always have that option, I guess, because it's not like, oh, we've redeemed these points, now I 100% have to do that, because I am in the stream. Yeah, but for the loyalty, I should be being ignored. So it's because I did an exclamation mark add points. I think that's what's happened. Set points. Set points. Oof. Yeah, this is kind of hardly the most fun thing, but you know, once it's done, as I say, it'll be done, it'll be better. And then it'll be like, hey, look at all these wonderful people. And the bot's getting points is like having an Otama player that we have to beat. Oh, okay, fine. I'll keep the stream elements bot, and okay, I'll keep that one. Who else? Do I just leave all these ones that are only 5 points? Okay, Sadist Kitty. I need to press enter. What was that? Okay, I need to do set points. Okay. Right, if any robot has more than 10 points, I think that's going to be the cutoff. I'm like, okay, if you have more than 10 points, then I'm going to make sure that I know who you are. And so, yeah, stream elements, I know who that is. Everyone else, I know who that is. Great. That's lovely people. So it suggests that we've had 11 lovely people popping in today. So thank you, lovely people. And yep, so that is that. And so, yep, that is 11 lovely people, even though not all the lovely people. It's really interesting to see how changing the scoring system had changed the player behavior. In what way, Alex? Do you mean in the point system? Because I didn't really change the scoring system. I mean, you still get a number of points for every amount of time. I mean, are you actually now motivated to just lurk and get points? I might actually do an exclamation mark, add points to everyone. And yep, for when we get to like 10 to. Let's see what happens. Okay. Tomorrow's stream will hopefully be a bit more normal. Tomorrow I might be having a much shorter stream than usual. Tomorrow it might be like 1 hour. I will be talking to Rob Harper about tomorrow I'll be talking to Rob Harper about being a jack of all trades. Like, I do a bunch of things, Rob does a bunch of things, and do you kind of need to do a bunch of things to get ahead in this industry, or is it better to specialize? I mean, certainly as I'm getting more advanced, I'm thinking, yeah, it is better to delegate, to specialize, but to have some awareness of what's going on. I mean, I'm not saying that a good publisher should be a good developer, but you should at least have some awareness of what a good game is, and to be able to appreciate the work that a developer does. And anyway, we'll talk about all of that tomorrow. Or we might even just do maybe we could just do literally a meeting Rob chat. We could just chat to Rob for an hour. Rob Harper is a pretty okay guy, so Xate might watch again tomorrow. Before, when the points were invisible, there was no interaction with the point system, just with the stream. So would you suggest that this has made the stream worse as a result? I mean, it's interesting because as soon as there's a point system, then you kind of want to chase after it, don't you? I mean, I guess we'll look back on it in a week on Friday and maybe discuss. And yeah, Xate needs points. Points. But how many Loser points do you even have, Xate? I mean, some of the points that you need, like 50,000 for this or first. I saw Amadeus has like 150,000 points. You get to be a moderator, and it's something like, if you have actually gotten this ridiculous number of points, you probably deserve to be a moderator. Rob says, we'll cook for points. Fry's still in the chat. Why isn't the bot giving you points then? I don't understand. Points are good for raffles at least. I don't know what the points is though. I mean bot points. Channel points are different. No. So the bot points, I'm basically planning to use them like channel points. So with bot points, I'm going to, within the next few weeks, make exactly like that. A menu of, okay, for this many points, you get to do this. For this many points, you get this. And it might be something like, hey, if you get, like how, if you're getting, let's say, 120 in a day, then a month that's 30 times 120 is 3,600. And so maybe like if you get like 50,000 points, or I don't know how many, like 100,000, then you'll actually get, you know, everyone who gets that will just get, okay, boom, you get to actually buy stuff, like physical stuff. Or maybe with bot points, you have a lot more flexibility than with channel points. Yeah, you can give your points to other people, and with bot points, you can give your points away. I can add points or deduct points, and is that not even a better thing in some ways? No incentive to spend points on the way then, or gift them if you're aiming for big totals. Maybe. I mean, it's like, hey, are you going to get more happiness by going for like a really big total and getting something physical? Or would you be happier by, you know, putting in 50 points, or it probably should be more than 50 points. It probably should be like, I don't know, 500, some number that like, okay, at least been watching for 5 days, and then being like, okay, Bez has to make up a game based on this weird subject. And for sure, a lot of those things I'm only going to go for, and I'll do like maybe exclamation mark menu, and then it shows what things you can get points for, something like that. And yeah, damn trolls all over the place. I think I got more happiness from fun and interesting streams and some light banters in the chat. And wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Do you mean that same person that wow, I missed this. So Xate spent 50,000 Loser points a few days ago to gift an improv song to a person going through a tragedy, who then turned out quickly after to be a troll. Wow. So this is that grandma whatever, right? Is that the same person? And yeah, damn trolls all over the place. That is really bad. It slowly more and more started just saying they'd been watching but not commenting a while, and then sharing that the day before their husband died seemed believable enough at that point, and everyone shared so much. Then they slowly started being more and more demanding and distracting, and obviously not a real sad thing. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow, I feel so... Oh my gosh. Man. That's his... Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. That is... Man. Wow. I'm trying not to swear. I am really working hard not to swear on stream, because I do like to keep this family friendly. But that is incredibly egregious and mean-spirited, and these kinds of people who are preying upon the emotional vulnerability of others, and who are preying upon the kindness of strangers to just get stuff, and it was so horrible. And yep, several people in the chat seriously trying to help, sending links to helplines, offering to chat privately, and several who are very empathetic were actually crying for this person's loss. And yep, I mean, that's a fair point. Like, if you can actually gift points too easily, you know, okay, I'm going to share a story, and this might take me past 12 o'clock, but I don't think anyone here really cares about that. I'm going to share a quick story of me with Jess. This is so appropriate right now. Oh my gosh, that was so appropriate. Yep. Yeah, I was out with Jess. There was someone saying, hey, big issue. Oh, I'm really struggling, but this is the last big issue. Anyway, this is the last big issue. Do you have this? And then Sate said, you know what? Wait a minute. That person... And then, you know, basically I just have memories of giving money when myself and Sate were not in the best state. You know, right now I'm able to afford... I'm well off enough that I can afford food. I could afford, honestly, to have a takeaway almost, or a ready meal more often than not, which I'm aware is a really big privilege. And I'm able to do that. And I would prefer to cook for myself, like the meal that I cooked last night, but I'm able to spend money on nice ingredients. I'm able to spend money on, you know, kimchi and relatively nice noodles rather than, and kind of proper, okay, these are the noodles that cost 55 pence or even 95 pence because they're nice brown soba noodles, rather than having to go for cheap spaghetti and make it work with stir fry somehow, or always having to go for rice. Because sometimes yeah, anyway, the point is that I'm not rich, but I'm living comfortably. Like, I'm able to afford stuff. I'm able to afford, I'm able to afford some luxuries. I'm able to sometimes get even a ready meal. And yep, homemade noodles are amazing. And look, I don't want to rub it in anyone's face, but like the fact that, you know, I am able to pay for StreamYard, you know, it costs me some amounts of money. It's a 3-digit amount of money that I paid. That I paid for 1 year subscription. And it's like, yeah, this is going to be something that aids me in my mental health, because frankly, that's why I do it. And that's part of why I don't want to go affiliate. People are asking me why I don't just go affiliate, because at this point, I'm actually going to have a look. No, it's already 12 o'clock. I'm not having a look, but it's 8 point something is my average viewing. You know that I've streamed more than whatever the number of hours is that is required. You know I've got more than 50 people. That is incredibly sweet of you, Xate. And when I go there, I will do shopping for you and even pay for the groceries. And, you know, I also, but look, my point is that back then, I was in a state where I was dumpster diving. That was my only way to get to be able to afford food. I was living on, £10 a week for everything, for transport, for food, for everything, for like, yeah, I did that. I didn't have to pay rent. I will say that much, but and then for many years afterwards, like it was still okay. That is my weekly budget. It's £10, and then I started working for Whole Foods Markets, and it's suddenly wow, I've got so much money. I'm going to just spend as much as I want on anything that's all about exercise, and I spent so much money on, um, you know, dance classes and stuff because I feel like health and education are things that I can really that anyway. So the point is, back in those days, um, yeah. So Sate lived on $50 a month for a few years, dumpster diving and squatting in a factory. But yeah, back in those days, the thing is, Jess and I both have, let's say, big hearts, and then there's this person, so, and then we give money, and then we realize, hey, wait a minute, they're going up and asking that person, okay, this is just a scam artist. And it's sad that, and to some extent, you want to say, well, I would like to help 99 people, even if one person is a scam artist. But at the same time, we have limited time, we have limited resources, and we do have to be aware that these trolls, that these scam artists, because that doesn't sound to me like a troll as much as a scam artist, frankly, and that is really horrible, because I guess they found out that they had that Loozapalooza is such a wonderful place for sharing, and oh, Fry says physical exercise is actually quite important for the mind because the increased blood flow will have quite an impact on your brain's processing capacity. See, this is a kind of conversation, thank you, Fry, that Stream Elements is interjecting with. I'm going to keep Stream Elements despite Xate not liking it, just because there's another moderator and you're jealous. Look, anyway, my point is that we need to have love for people, but we need to be cautious, and we can't give too much of ourselves. And I guess what Rob was saying, oh, did he suddenly remember after doing some exercise, asks Alex. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's stretch. I am going to stretch. You don't even need to pay points for it. Stretching time, stretching time, stretching time. This is a rhyme for stretching time. This is not a very good song, but if you can, maybe you stretch along. Lift up your knee and twirl your toes. Stand on one foot, there it goes. Now maybe do the other side. Stretch yourself, maybe stretch your leg wide. Ow. Oof, yeah. This is the stretching time, stretching time, stretching time. Stretching it, stretching time. Okay, stretching time. Boom. So, yep. Alex got in from an hour-long walk 30 minutes ago. I am going to... So, yeah, I am going somewhere today. It is 21 miles away, and I was thinking, do I cycle there? I was seriously thinking, do I cycle there? But I'm carrying quite a bit, and it's if I cycled at my current pace, because I am slower than I would ideally like, it's going to take 2.5 hours. Then I thought maybe I'll split the difference. Maybe I'll walk over to the next nearest station, so not Turnpike Lane, but Seven Sisters, and then take the train. I mean, the other advantage of cycling is that I do get to avoid people, which in this day and age, being a vector. But anyway, getting back to the main point of kind of this whole trust and scam artists rather than trolls, Bob Harper says, if you can't look after yourself, you won't be able to look after other people. Not for long anyway. And Wow, Stream Elements, you're already on that? Oh yeah, I think I put that to last about 2 hours. So yeah, okay. So as long as there's enough chat, okay. So what I need to, okay, now that I know how these timers work, you'll notice one of them was, um, now I will change those timers massively. I'm actually going to go into the thing and I'll let you see what I do because I don't think there's any passwords or anything. So basically, we've got this little thing here where it says timers, and then you get to see how often it shows. So let's see what the maximum is. Oh, every 2 hours. So that would still be once a stream. You can only have a maximum of 10 messages, which means that it would happen about once, it would cycle through that once every 10 days. That doesn't seem too bad. I mean, if I put it to 119, and then the other one could be 120 maybe. Anyway, okay, but listen, sorry, I'm going to go. Lots of love. Rob, if it's okay, maybe we just sort of, yep, I guess the lesson is love other people, be wary of scam artists, and for now, lots of love. You are all wonderful, and I do genuinely love you all. I have love for people. I love kind of everyone in here more than Donald Trump, let's put it that way. And so for now, the only thing left to do is for me to say, yeah, for me to go in and see if we're going to raid anyone. Why can't I Twitch? Come on. Is Richard still playing? Let's see if anyone. Yep, let's go to see Richard. And so, okay, low bar. Yep, okay. I'm. Let's not dwell on this. Let's not dwell on this. Love you all. And for now, if you're watching in Twitch, you will be able to raid. And there is only one thing left to do, and that one thing left to do is to say bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, bye. Bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everyone. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Bye bye.